Have you ever seen those viral TikTok or Facebook ads with millions of views and wondered how did they make them look so good? Well, the crazy part is you don't need a big budget, a fancy studio or even advanced editing skills to make an ad that blows up. And in this video, I'll walk you through the exact process I use to create high converting dropshipping ads completely from scratch, from finding proven viral examples to sourcing clips, writing voiceovers, editing in CapCut and structuring the perfect hook. And just so you know that I actually do this and it really works, here are some of my results. And before we jump in, be sure to leave a like and subscribe as it really helps out the channel and lets me keep posting more free value like this. So with that said, let's get right into it. Before you even touch CapCut or write a script, first we need inspiration. And for me, the best place to get inspiration is to go on TikTok itself, search up your product, and then we're going to watch viral videos of people using the product and take notes. And the questions that you're going to want to ask yourself are, what do the first 3 seconds look like? Do they start with a shocking claim? If yes, what do they claim? Do they have captions? If yes, what are they saying? What problem does the ad promise to solve? And overall, what do all these videos that you find have in common? And this is literally what 7 and 8 figure media buyers do. They simply copy what works, they don't reinvent the wheel, and they make their money. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. I'll pick a product and I'll catch you guys once I find a few winning videos for it. Alright, so the products that I decided to go with is this LED facelift gadget, as you can see on the screen. And I decided to go with it as I've seen it going viral again pretty recently. And I think that we can make a good job with creating an ad for it. And I've already found a few clips that I think will be useful when creating the ad creative itself. And we're going to go through them in a second. But first, I want to show you guys what an actually good ad looks, and this is also how I structure my ads. So without any more yapping, let's just watch the video through.
You're probably wondering, what is that? Well, my friend, that is a high frequency wand. Increases oxygen to the skin and utilizes thermal energy to treat different things. Acne, fine lines, wrinkles, cellulite, dark under eyes, promotes collagen and elastin production, improves overall texture and tone, and reduces acne causing bacteria. Now let me show you how to use it.
Okay, then she goes on to show how the product works, but I want to talk about the first part of the video, and let's just start off with the hook. And when doing this, be sure to take a screenshot of the part that was earlier in the video when I told you what questions you're going to want to ask yourself. And the first one is, what do the first 3 seconds look like? And as you can see, they look like this. See, exactly, maybe not exactly 3 seconds, but around 3 seconds is the hook itself. And this hook converted pretty well, as the videos got over 900,000 likes. And it's a good hook because when someone scrolled, they saw a weird gadget near someone's face and it started to electrocute them, like over here. And it made people wonder, what the hell is this? And then they changed the clip.
You're probably wondering, what is that?
Yeah, they changed the clip and a woman pops up and she says, you're probably wondering what this is. And that's probably exactly the question that the viewer had in mind when they saw this product. And then she smoothly goes into telling what the product is.
Well, my friend, that is a high...
Yeah, she says that it's a high frequency wand. And then she goes on to describe what the product does. She says that
increases oxygen.
It utilizes thermal energy and it's good for acne, wrinkles, dark spots under eyes. She just simply describes what the product does and then sums up all the features that it has to offer, and then she goes on to describe how to use it. But we're not going to watch that part. And also a factor that definitely played a role was that it's a beauty product, and when you look at her you can see that she has glossy skin, shiny skin, no wrinkles, no nothing, and that's definitely played a big factor into the success of this video. But just the structure of it and how it's built also plays a big role to why this is a good ad example. And the next ad that I want to show you is this one, also for the same product. And let's just watch it the whole way through as it's just 13 seconds.
If you have acne, you need this. It's a high frequency wand, and for any pimples you feel growing under your skin, you just zap it with this, and by the next day, it'll be almost completely gone. I regret not using this sooner, but now I'm gonna be zapping away all of my pimples.
So as you can see, this video also has a good hook as it calls out the targeted audience, as you can see over here.
If you have acne, you need this. It's a high...
if you have acne, you need this. So when a person who has acne scrolls and they see this bold statement, they get intrigued of, what do I need? I have acne, and clearly she has an idea or a product that can solve this problem for me, and then they proceed to watch the whole video.
Frequency wand, and for any pimples you feel.
And then she also goes on to describe what the product is, high frequency wand. Then she shows how the product works, and then she says that she regrets not using the product earlier. And this is also a good way to make people want to buy the product, as it's some kind of fear factor that if they don't buy it now, they'll just lose a chance of having nice healthy skin. And then she just ends off the video. And this is also a good type of ad that you can run. 13 seconds, you got all the information you need in it. The one thing that I would add is a call to action, as it's also important, like get yours now before they sell out, and then you add a link in bio, and then people can simply click. And that's why I told you to take a screenshot of the questions to ask yourself, because when you're scrolling through ads, you can have a cheat sheet to see what things you need to look at when looking at ads, and then you simply look at it like at this video. What do the first 3 seconds look like? And for this video, it's calling out the people that have acne. The second question is, do they start with a shocking claim? And this video indeed starts with a shocking claim, as she says, if you have acne, you need this. Do they have captions? If yes, what are they saying? And this video also has captions, and the captions say, if you have acne, you need this. And this is also a good way, because beside her saying something, you can see it. And when you see, if you have acne, you need this, your eyes read it first, then you can hear her saying the same thing, and it just hooks you in to watch the video the whole way through. And next, what problem does the ad promise to solve? And the ad promises to solve a problem with acne. And overall, what do all these videos have in common? And this question you ask yourself after you gather a few ads and see all the similarities, differences, and all that guff. And the last video that I want to show you guys that in my opinion has a good ad structure and would be a perfect ad to run is this video.
Let me fill you in on my secret. This is called the upright. It's a little pebble that you just stick on your back, just like that, and it vibrates if you're not standing or sitting straight. It was so annoying at first because it'd be vibrating all day, but it's been about a month and it barely vibrates anymore, which I think means I have good posture now.
So as you can see, this video also follows the criteria that I told you before. And let's just analyze this video with following the questions that I told you to take a screenshot of. So the first question was, what do the first 3 seconds look like? And over here, the first 3 seconds look like this. If you have bad posture, let me fill you in on my secret. And this is the hook for the video. It's a good hook because it also calls out the target audience. If you have bad posture, and not only it calls out people with bad posture, because everyone can have bad posture, but people with back pain, lower back pain, any type of pain regarding the back. Does it start with a shocking claim? And if yes, what does she claim? And she doesn't start the video with a shocking claim, but throughout the video she claims that this device can cure your bad posture and fix it. And the next question is, do they have captions? If yes, what are they saying? And in this video she does not have captions, but she has a speech to text, which just follows what she's saying. And this is also a good way to keep retention on the video. What problem does the ad promise to solve? And this ad promises to solve bad posture, as she says in the beginning of the video, if you have bad posture, and she gives you a secret how she solved her issue and how you can also solve yours. And the last question isn't strictly to this video, but if you found more videos regarding this topic and were doing product research and found, for example, a product that cures bad posture, then when you gather 5-10 videos, you're going to want to look through them, and you're going to want to see what they have in common and list those things out, as you're going to need them later on. And with that said, and now that you have an understanding of what good ad creatives look like, now we can finally move on to the videos that I prepared for you that we're going to be making ads for. Alright, so I've found around 7 videos, and when you're looking for videos for your products, you're going to want to also find around 5-10 videos, and the video types that you're going to want to look out for are UGC clips, people showcasing the product, and filler clips. And I've gathered every type of video over here, and I'll just run you through what is what and how we can use these videos to create ads. And this is the first video that I have, and it's this woman unboxing the product and showcasing all of its features. Yeah, and then she just goes on through showing the product, everything she's using it. It's unfortunately not in English, so it might be hard to actually get some good clips for the video, but we'll just save this video as we might use it later. The next clip is also a woman. We luckily got no text. Then she's shown some stuff, got some before and afters, and this will definitely be a good video to take a look out when gathering clips for the video. Over here I've also gathered someone using the product. As you can see, this is also a good video to use. And also filler clips. This is a type of filler clip, or just unboxing the product like this, showing the product box, unboxing it, showing how simple is it set up, showing all the modes it has, and slightly using the product. And then gathering clips for your ads. This is something that you're going to want to look for. You're going to want to find unboxing clips, typical product showcase, people maybe talking about the product, like this product in my life or something like that. And also filler clips, like just people using the product and not saying anything. And all of these will combine for a good video. And the bonus tip over here is that I also love to go on the Facebook ads library, search up my product and maybe find a few videos for it, as you can also find some good videos. And I scrolled over here for like 5-10 minutes and I found these videos which I think would and will be useful when creating our ad creative. And when I clicked on the ad, I was transferred to their website, and look what I was able to find: downloadable videos. And if you ask me, when you play these videos, they are just simply perfect to run. You have all the product description, literally. We're going to use these videos, they will definitely help us. Over here, another one, and just a lot more content. And this is exactly the point, that you can't stick to one website when looking for clips. You need to look everywhere, on the TikTok ads library, on TikTok itself, on Facebook's ad library, simply anywhere you can, because literally anywhere you can find good clips for your product. Even if you have money, you can use apps like Minear, which I have a link for in the description. You can check it out, and other ads like Halo Data, as they also do a good job when looking for product videos. And now I'll just filter out through all the videos that I have created and download the ones that I think will be definitely useful for me. And that's exactly what you want to do for yourself. You're going to want to thoroughly go through them and critically pick out the ones you like and you want to use in the video. And also, when picking out the videos, you're going to want to remember the 3 things that viral ads nail. And it's that they clearly show what problem they're solving, they give people a reason to buy now, and they feel native and authentic at the same time to TikTok, Reels, or just Facebook when someone is simply scrolling through. And this is what you want to take into consideration when creating the script and editing later on. And be sure to keep in mind that it's not about copying what other people are doing. Instead, it's all about understanding what works, improving it, and making it your own. And with that, after I gather my clips, we'll move on to the next part. Alright, and now that we know which video we want to model and the criteria that we want to follow, we need to make an engaging script for the potential customer to convert. And for this, we'll need the help of ChatGPT. And personally, I have a prompt that I use pretty much every time I create ads, and it creates me the best ad script you could ever think of. And I'll paste it in right now, fill out all the information I need to, and I'll run you guys through how to use this prompt for yourself. Alright, so as you can see, I filled in my prompt. I put the information I needed into here, and I forgot to mention, but if you want this prompt for yourself, then it should be linked in the description. And if it's not there, then just simply DM me on Instagram. It should pop up somewhere on the screen right now. Text me that you want the prompt from the video, and I'll give it to you. But getting back to the video, let me run you through the prompt, how to use it, and all of that stuff. And first, you're going to want to say, hey ChatGPT, I need to write a high converting script for a short form video ad for TikTok, Reels, everything. And the information that you're going to need to put in is the product. You're going to want to say what product you want the ad for. You're going to want to say what does the product does, what are the key benefits of the product, and why is it unique. This is all going to be in brackets of the prompt when you get it from me. Then you're going to want to describe the target audience. As for me, the product is clearly, as you can see, for women, and mostly between the age of 30 to 45, even 50. And the interests of the people that will most likely want to buy this product are beauty and healthcare. And what matters to them, they don't want unhealthy skin, they don't want dark spots, breakouts, collagen, and they need a product to make them healthy again. And you can also go more in depth when creating the script for yourself. And then you need to put what are the goals for the ad, And personally, I would just stick with getting clicks on the store, increasing brand awareness, drive immediate sales, and making it irresistible to the potential customer. And the platforms, select which platforms you're going to want to post your ad on. For me, I'm going to mostly want to push it to TikTok or Facebook ads, and then just leave the rest, as this will give you all the hooks, script, and all the description. And you can tweak this if you want, but if you ask me, I think this is all the necessary stuff every good ad has, so you don't need to waste any more time for it. And now let's just run through what ChatGPT texts me back and adjust it so that we get the perfect script for our video. So first, we've got marketing angles with hooks. So we obviously want to go through all the angles and hooks that ChatGPT gave us, and I think that I like this fourth one. So after, I'm going to gather all the information that I want to revise in ChatGPT so that he knows exactly what type of ad I'm looking for, and I'm going to put all the information I need. Then we just read the script. I'm not going to read it with you guys now, you can read it by yourself. I've already read it and you can see what he came up with. Okay, and the sound, I'm just going to leave that for now. We're going to need to pick also something from over here, and then hashtags, and there's some things I want to tweak with ChatGPT. I'll do that right now, and I'll catch you guys once I've got a ready script for my video, and then I'll walk you through of what I did to make this script, and then we'll move on to the next steps to finally make a perfect ad. Okay, so I've just been going back and forth with ChatGPT, and it's been like 20-ish minutes, and I think that I've got the final script ready. And at the beginning, when he gave me the first script, I told him what I liked. I told him that I like the fourth and fifth points, which was the target audience and the premise of the ad. And then I told him to make a catchy hook like "this product changed my life" or something like that. Then told him to remember to keep the script between 20 and 35 seconds so that it's not too long and people actually watch it the whole way through, and then proceed to buy. And he gave me a script. It was kind of good, but I still wanted him to get to the product description a bit faster, because for like 15 seconds he was just talking about what the product does but didn't mention the product. So then then he updated the script again, and then I told him I like it, make it target a bigger audience so that all women can use it, as it used very specific harder words that would be maybe harder to understand for most women, as they just want a product to make their skin feel better and healthier. And after going through back and forth with him, after a few messages, I was able to come up with this little script, and I'll just quickly run you through. So first we've got the caption. Okay, I have to put you onto something real quick, and this is the caption for the video that you're going to want to put at the beginning. The UGC or the person that's in the video can also say that in the beginning, as this is definitely going to catch attention of a potential viewer, because when you see someone saying have to put you on something real quick, you're obviously intrigued and want to know what they want to tell you. And this is the script he created, but I made it a bit different. I cut out all the parts that I liked from the script that he made and made my own personalized one. And that's why I'm saying you need to use ChatGPT, but you also need to use your own brain and create an engaging script, as AI can't do the full job for you. And you also need to try on your side to make it even better and tweak stuff by yourself without the revisions of ChatGPT or any other AI. And this is the script. Let me run you through quick. And first we start off by saying, this product changed my skin in just 4 days and you need to try it for yourself. And this is a good hook. Why is it a good hook? Because immediately he's saying that this product changes skin in 4 days, which is like amazing, and someone watching is going to feel like, okay, let me just watch this video, maybe this can help me. And then we move on to saying what problem did the person have. And it's, at first I was skeptical. I spent so much money on serums, facials, tools, and none of it ever made a real difference until I found this. So you're showing what the problem was, that they spend so much money, put so much effort into making their skin like perfect, but it never made the difference. And then they found this product, and what did they find? So you tell them it's an LED therapy device that helps sculpt, lift and bring circulation back into your skin, and you can feel it working from the very first use. So you simply describe the product, go through what it does, and then go on to describe the product even more, as I did over here. I didn't realize how dull my skin was until I used this. Now it just feels alive again. It's like a $300 facial minus the $300. And the best part, you can use it from your couch, in your robe, while watching Netflix. So we've got a chill accent with the Netflix part, and we also say that the value of this product is simply amazing, as you get a $300 facial for literally free or just the price of the product. And then we move on to the final part, which is the call to action. And over here, I decided to go with something like, so trust me, don't buy another serum until you try this. And there's a sale going on right now, so it's the perfect time to grab yours. And yeah, it's a pretty simple call to action. You don't need anything specific. Even better, this will definitely do. And it doesn't scream ads into your face. It looks like a raw, unedited and authentic script that someone legitimately could make when making a video of this product. And I'm definitely sure that if someone watching this video actually used this ad script and created a good video for it, I think that you could definitely make at least a few $1,000s with this. So if someone wants to use this, be sure I'm not going to sue, and maybe DM me on Instagram or in some kind of way and let me know how did it go. And now that we have our scripts ready, you're going to want to create a voiceover by yourself or head over to a website like 11 Labs and let the AI do the job for us again. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. So with that said, I'll catch you guys in the next part. Alright, and this part is pretty straightforward. You simply go on Google, you type in 11 Labs, open the website, either sign up or log in. And don't worry, it's free to use even though it has a pricing over here. You can create over like 15 or 20 scripts with the free version, so you're set. And when you transport it to this page, you simply copy and paste in your script like I did right now, and then you pick a voice that you want to do the voiceover for you. And personally, I usually go with Katie and this particular one, as there I think are like 3 Katies to pick from. Yeah, I go with the blue one, and then you simply click generate speech. You wait a second, and then when it generates your script, you simply listen to it if you like it.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself. At first, I was skeptical. I've spent so much money on serums, facials, tools.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm just going to tweak up some things that I think she can do better. And you can also do this. You simply go over to here and you can change the speed if you want it to be slower, more chill. Then you can go with the slower part. I'm just going to do this so to show you guys how it works. Stability, more stable, less stable, and when you go, if you don't know what each feature does, you can put your cursor on it and it says increasing stability will make the voice more consistent between regenerations, but it can also make it sound a bit more monotone. So yeah, you can play around with this. And similarity, you can also overall voice clarity and all that, and then you click generate again.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself. At first, I was skeptical.
And as you can see, it's way longer. It's over 10 seconds longer than the previous one it created for us. And then when it generates your scripts that you like, you simply go over here, click download, and then the video MP3 file downloads on your computer, and you're pretty much set up for editing the video. And also, when optimizing your script, you're going to want to make sure that it matches the product you're selling. As for example, when you're selling a women's product, like the one I'm selling, you're going to obviously want to use a women's voice. And when you're selling a men's product, you're going to want to use a male voice. And you're going to want to do this because this makes the ad feel more relatable to the viewer, as it's going to feel like someone from the same demographic is talking to them instead of a generic ad. And be sure to keep that in mind, because sometimes when I see people making ads, they use women's voice for men's products and the other way around, and this definitely decreases your chances of making a good viral ad, so be sure to keep that in mind. And a quick note, for the sake of the video and for educational purposes only, I'll be using the clips from those TikTok videos we found earlier of people actually using the product. But before you do the same for yourself, always make sure to ask the creators for permission first, as I really don't want you guys getting into any copyright trouble. But once you get permission, you can download the videos stress-free with apps like Snaptic, which actually remove watermarks and keep high quality. So be sure to keep that in mind, and let's get back to the video. Now that we've got everything set up, we can finally move on to the last part, which is editing in CapCut. And with that said, after you've collected all the videos and voiceovers that you need, you're going to want to put them all into one folder. And after you do that, when you open it, you should be transported to this page. And over here, you're going to want to simply click create new project. And when it opens, you should be met with this screen. And to import all the videos, you're going to want to simply click Ctrl-I. And then you're going to find the videos that you're going to want to use for your ad. And select them all and click open. And after you import all the videos, the very first thing that you're going to want to focus on is the hook, as it's literally everything, as over 80% of viewers decide whether they want to watch the video based on those first initial seconds. And that's why it's crucial to pack as much impact as possible right at the start. And the tips I have for you guys to make your hook truly stand out is to start with a bold claim or an eye-catching visual. For example, this gadget stopped my back pain in 7 days, or something similar to the hook that we made in this video. The second thing is to use big, bold TikTok style captions to grab attention. And the third and last thing is to add a trending sound if it fits your video and product. And I usually add this near the end after I gather all the clips that I want to use and then try to match them with the sound of the video. So with that said, if you nail the hook, your watch time will literally skyrocket. And trust me, both TikTok and Facebook love that, and this will definitely make a huge difference for your dropshipping ads and your store's performance, so don't neglect this part. So with all that information out the way, let's actually start making our hook. And the very first thing that you're going to want to do is drag your voiceover on the timeline. And I'm also going to put my headphones on so that I can actually hear what we're making. And the very first thing that we're going to want to do is actually edit out all these blank spaces when nobody's talking, because we want to get as much information as possible out to the viewer in the shortest amount of time, as their attention is probably low, especially if you're running ads on TikTok, where people tend to be younger and their attention span is very short, and that's exactly why you're going to want to get rid of these spaces. And when deleting all the blank spaces, you're still going to want to take a look if the video makes sense when you actually delete the blank spaces, or if they're needed in some certain parts. As for example over here, I deleted it, and let's take a look if it's okay.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself. At first, I was skeptical. I've spent so much money on serums, facials, tools, and none of it ever made a real difference.
So as you can see, I could actually get this little part still out over here, but I'm actually going to leave it for now, as I think that the break is good enough, and I don't think that I need to make it even shorter. So with that said, keep that in mind, and let's just do the same for the rest of the video.
And none of it ever made a real difference until I found this. It's an LED therapy.
Or over here we can make it a bit shorter as well. And let's take a look.
Tools, and none of it ever made a real difference until I found this. It's an LED therapy device.
Oh, see the difference? I'm going to go back with this.
None of it ever made a real difference until I found this.
That feels like so long, and it takes so much time to get onto the product. And right now, look,
None of it ever made a real difference until I found this. It's an LED
as you can see, it smoothly flows in and it feels very natural at the same time, and that's the look that you're going to want to have for all the audio scripts, and then you're going to want to match all the videos. So I'm not going to bore you out right now. I'll just finish this up and then we'll move on to creating the hook itself. And another example is over here near the end of the video, where you actually want to cut out all the blank spaces, because just look at
The
this.
best part, you can use it from your couch, in your robe.
See, like this part is not even that long, as it's literally half of a second, but it makes a difference when it's like this,
From your couch, in your robe.
and when we make it a bit shorter, like this.
You can use it from your couch, in your robe, while
See, it smoothly flows in again, like I showed you earlier, and this is literally what you're going to want to look for, and this will definitely make the video smoother and make people want to watch it all the way through, and not even have an idea that all of this audio was created by AI. And then you end of the video, make it shorter, and yeah, that's this part ready. Now you can also take a look if everything matches. If you don't like anything, you're going to want to obviously tweak the stuff that you don't like. And when this is set up, then you can finally move on to the part that I've been hyping up for like the past 2 minutes of the video, which is the hook. And let's get right to it.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
And this is the hook that we have, as you can see. I know we're going to want to go through all the clips that we saved and look for videos that will match this intro. And with that said, I'll just go through all the videos that I gathered and get a few and show you how I go about with picking the one for the hook. and why did I choose it and all that stuff. Alright, so as you can see, I've gathered some clips that I think would be good enough for the hook, and you can take a look for yourself.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
See, even though that the lips don't match to the video, just
This product changed my
when
skin.
you look at her, she's using some kind of product on her face, and she has glossy skin. It has some kind of green LED light on it, and this will definitely catch attention. But let's take a look at the other ones as well. This is the second one,
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
and as you can see, this doesn't actually have the girl saying anything, but just her showing the product and the script saying,
This product changed my skin in just 4 days.
just showing the product at the beginning as like a funny little gadget which has LED colors which change every few
This
seconds,
product changed my skin in just
and her using it on her skin. It's unfortunate that the quality is not as good as in the earlier one when you can see that she actually has shiny glossy skin, but I think that we can deal with that. We can make a good use out of this video over here. The next one that I think also was and may be good for our hook is this one, but we won't be able to add a caption as her face is literally where I usually put captions, so I'll just show you guys it, but I don't think we'll use it for the hook.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
And yeah, it looks good, but I don't know. We'll take a look and then we'll decide. And the final one is this one. And this video actually has its own hook, but don't worry about that. When you make yours, you're going to want to also add some kind of caption in the beginning, as I mentioned earlier. And then you're going to want to simply put your caption over the ones that are on different videos, and literally the problem that you had is solved. So don't stress. As you make videos, then think what you can do to get rid of stuff like this, as this will just literally make the process way slower when you stress about that before. So yeah, so let's take a look at this clip.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
Yeah, I like this as she shows it.
And you need to try it for yourself.
She shows the product. I might make this video a bit faster, speed it up by like a tenth of a second.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
Yeah, so as you can see, we're going to want to cut the part over here, and then for now we're going to want to delete the rest of the video as we won't need it, and if we need it we can always just drag it over here and then we have the same clip all over again. So yeah, don't worry about that. This second one, it's good, but as I told you earlier, the caption, if we put a caption, it would be all over her face unless we put it over here, but then our product wouldn't be the main focus. So for now, we're gonna want to skip this video. We will use it later. This video was
This product changed
the girl using the product. It's also good. We'll leave it for now, but let's just cut out at the part where we need to.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
Okay, so let's go it out over here and leave it like this for now. In the final video,
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
what about if we made this actually a tenth slower?
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
Maybe 85.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
Oh my god, 89.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
Okay, let's put it up right here. Alright, so I'm just going to want to pick out one of these three videos right now, and I'll catch you guys once I pick the one that I like, and then we'll add our caption and move on to editing the rest. Alright, so I've just gone through all the videos, and the video that I decided to go with is this one. I actually sped it up back to 1.0 and moved it a bit so that what she's saying actually matches a bit of what the script of what the voiceover is.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
And that's it. And now we're going to want to add our caption right here, and let's say for now people with acne, next line, listen up. Okay, and to make that TikTok effect, we're going to want to head over to background and add this type of background, and this is how it looks now. And we're going to want to edit this up to make it not more rounded, but that's rounded. Yep, and make the height and width a bit more. Okay, so as you can see, I've changed the colors around, and this is literally all it takes. And over here you can go with fonts that you think would make a good fit, but actually I think that I might just stick with the default one, as it's gonna look like the font that people use on TikTok. Maybe put it in bold. Like this. Like this. People with acne, you need to see this. And for now I'll just leave the caption like that, and then I'll tweak it up in a bit if I think of something better. And as you can see, this is how the first version looked like, and this is now. It looks a bit better. So let's just delete this one, drag this one from the beginning, and let's take a look.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself.
And this is the hook part.
At first,
Then
I was
this cuts, and then she starts talking about the product, and that's when you're actually going to want to add a different clip. But let's just take a look at what she's talking about over here.
At first, I was skeptical. I've spent so much money on serums, facials, tools, and none of it ever made a real difference.
So over here, when you actually make videos, you're going to want to hear what the script is talking about, and when you're creating it, you're going to want to also visualize of what kind of clips you could add over here. And for example,
At first, I was skeptical. I've spent so much money on serums, facials, tools, and
over here you can use your creativity and look for clips of women maybe throwing around money, or just someone looking at the skin and it's not in the best condition and spending money on face products and all that stuff, and just add them over here. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So I'll catch you guys once I add this in. Okay, so I've added some clips to the video, and I actually want to show you guys the attention to detail that you're going to want to have when creating the videos. But before I do that, let me just show you the parts that I like and I will most likely leave for the video.
this product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself. At first, I was skeptical.
Then I'm going to look for some videos that show
I've spent so much money on serums, facials,
videos of women spending money on facials, tools, and all that gaff. And then I show
tools, and none of it ever made a real difference.
showing a girl that's showing her skin that something is clearly not right, and it matches the script of the video, which is that it never made a real difference, like over here.
And none of it ever made a real difference until I found this.
And then showing the product until I found this, and then you actually go on to describe the product, and that's where we're going to want to add a video of the product itself.
It's an LED therapy device that
And over here, the attention to detail that I want to show you guys is actually
an LED therapy.
when we add this over here.
It's an LED therapy.
You're going to want to actually look for the part when, oh, as you can see, the product pops up over here, and that's why, oh, you can see just a tiny bit over there in the corner of the screen, and that's exactly what we're gonna want to match with over here when she starts talking. She starts talking around here, yeah, and that's when we make it a bit longer. And just look at this.
None of it ever made a real difference until I found this. It's an LED therapy device that helps sculpt.
And as you can see, it takes a long time, around 3 seconds of just a clip of someone holding the product, and you obviously do not want to do things like that, as every second counts, and you're only going to want to showcase it for a maximum of 2 seconds, if not even less. And you're going to want to do something like this. And as you can see it, and let's just take a look at the script.
It's an LED therapy device that
It's an LED face something device, and that's the part where we show the device itself, and then she goes on to describe the product, and that's when we showcase another clip of someone using the product.
It's an LED therapy device,
And that's where we cut it or right over here before changing to the description of the product.
helps sculpt, lift, and bring circulation back into your skin, and you
And yeah, we can also
can
add
feel
this
it working from the very
when she turns it on and then starts using it. Okay, so let's just delete this now and let's take a look at what we've created.
and none of it ever made a real difference until I found this. It's an LED therapy device that helps sculpt, lift, and bring circulation back into your skin.
And then we're going to want to make this shorter so that it goes straight back into
You can feel it working
talking about the product. And over here, I'm going to add clips later on, but let's just take a look.
device that helps sculpt, lift,
That helps sculpt,
lift,
lift. She shows with a finger that it lifted her skin
and bring circulation back.
and brings circulation. And this little red LED beam that's on her face just shows that it
And bring circulation back into
brings circulation back into the skin. And when personally I think about circulation and blood, I also see some kind of massager going with some kind of device on your skin with a red beam, and this just makes the video feel way more realistic.
and you can feel it working from the very first.
And over here I'm going to most likely want to show you before and after, before using the product and after using the product. And I think that this video, if I'm not mistaken, actually has something like this. Yeah, before and after. And with that said, I'll just edit up this part from over here, and then I'll catch you guys to go over through everything. Alright, so I've just made around half of the video, and I also imported a bit more clips that I needed. For example, this facial massage and some tools, and just showing all the money that someone spent on skincare. And I actually added them in over here, and let's just take a look of how the video looks as of right now.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself. At first, I was skeptical. I've spent so much money on serums, facials, tools, and none of it ever made a real difference until I found this. It's an LED therapy device that helps sculpt, lift, and bring circulation back into your skin, and you can feel it working from the very first use. I didn't realize how dull my skin.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, this actually looks sick. It has all the elements that I was talking in the video, and if you actually pay attention to detail, when she starts to talk about something new, as for example over here,
I've spent so much money on serums, facials,
as she talks, she spent so much money. And when you spend so much money, especially on skincare products, this is what someone could think of.
money on serums,
Serums, showing some of, I don't actually know what these things do, but just showing women's products for skincare.
facials, tools,
And not the second that she mentions facials,
serums, facials, tools,
the clip actually changes to someone having a facial massage. And that's what you're going to want to do when making your videos. You're going to want to make the voiceover match what clips you add, and this will hook in the viewer. And trust me, this actually dramatically increases the percentage of the video viewed, and people actually watch this. So just keep that in mind, as it's very important, and I'm going to repeat it probably like 10 more times in this video because it's just important, and you need to do all this stuff like over here.
And you can feel it working from the very first use.
I cut out a clip, found this video, it has 2 minutes, found how many? 3 seconds that match the script.
And you can feel it working from the very first use.
You can feel it working from the very first use, and you see a woman using the device, and then magically half of her forehead skin is beautiful and half looks old. So clearly that's exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to want to match everything, and I'm not going to lie, this video actually looks sick, and right now I'm going to find more clips, make them match the rest of the scripts that we have, and I'll catch you guys once I do that, and then we move on to adding the smooth quotes, all the captions, maybe text of what she's saying throughout the video. We'll get into that shortly. So I'll just do that right now, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so as you can see, the hook is ready, and I've also added all the clips to all the voiceovers that I had in this video, and we're going to watch this right now.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself. At first, I was skeptical. I've spent so much money on serums, facials, tools, and none of it ever made a real difference. Until I found this. It's an LED therapy device that helps sculpt, lift, and bring circulation back into your skin, and you can feel it working from the very first use. I didn't realize how dull my skin was until I used this. Now it just feels alive again. It's like a $300 facial minus the $300. And the best part? You can use it from your couch, in your robe.
And this video, if you ask me, actually looks sick, and I'm not going to show you the ending part so that you stay till the end of this video, because we still have some things to add to the video, and those are the cuts, and I'm going to make everything just simply smooth and make everything match, with also adding maybe some captions throughout the video so that people actually watch it and all that stuff. And also, when picking out clips for your video and putting everything together, you're going to want to focus on showing real proof that the products actually work by testimonials, reviews, or before and after shots like I did. You're going to want to show the product in action so that the viewer actually knows that it's not just a rubbish product that doesn't work, and that it actually has a benefit for the customer. And you're going to want to also add, as I mentioned about 10 times in this video already, smooth cuts and keep the pacing right. You're going to want to add captions throughout, and obviously the final part is finishing off with a clear and strong call to action like tap shop now or get yours before it's gone, or just simply match it to what you put in the voiceover and display somewhere on the screen where they can get the product. And ultimately, the goal is to keep it fast, dynamic, and engaging at the same time. Your whole video should feel native, authentic, slightly imperfect, so that it has that raw feeling to it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right now to the script that we actually, give me a second, to the script that we actually created over here. And with that said, I'll finish up editing and I'll catch you guys to run you through with what I did and then show you guys the final product. Alright guys, so as you can see, it's actually dark outside, but I finished editing the video. It took me about 20-ish minutes to finish this up, and as you can see, I've added all the captions from the beginning ones, and these ones are actually speech to text that what she's saying over here is what's going to appear as the video goes on, and I've added them all the way throughout the video to keep the retention, as I mentioned earlier in the video. And I also added a call to action at the end. And also, a thing that I recommend to do when you're editing your videos is firstly watch your video on mute to see if everything in the video makes sense, if all the cuts look clean, if you don't have any blank spaces, but not the blank spaces in the script, but blank spaces in the video clips themselves. So for example, you don't have something like this, like when she's talking over here, then it's a black screen. This is exactly what I'm talking about, so be sure to make sure that you don't have any of these problems. and then check if the video makes sense. And also the thing that I do is watch the video on 2x speed to see if some parts are slow or dragged. Obviously sometimes you're going to need to add a bit longer clips to get the message through to the customer or viewer, but sometimes when you look at the video it just looks dragged, so then you find that part of the video, edit it up, make it better, and you should be set. And then after you do all this, you cut out all the boring and repetitive parts and make the video make sense. But remember, don't try to over polish the video, as this will look more like an ad instead of a organic video that someone actually sees on their For You page. So be sure to keep that in mind, as it also helps the viewer resonate with the video more than a typical ad. And a thing that I forgot to mention is that when you're adding captions or text or anything, especially on TikTok, you're going to want to put these texts, like this one, swipe up, a bit higher, because usually this lower part of the screen is going to be your name, image, and a bit of copy. And over here up top they also have a section, so you're going to want to also make sure to put this near the center, and the same goes with the sides of the video. You don't want to make your captions be too wide, as sometimes TikTok just cuts it up. So this is also a bonus tip, and be sure to keep that in mind when creating your videos. And with all that out the way, the video is actually complete. And before I play it to you guys, just keep in mind that this video was made for educational purposes only, and that it's only a representation of the psychology that goes behind making good ads. And I want you guys to implement all the stuff that you learned from this video into your stores and into your ads, especially when you make them, because this is literally the blueprint to making money with e-commerce and dropshipping. So be sure to rewatch this video 2, 3, even 4, 5 times to get the psychology through into your head, as this is the most important thing. And this isn't the perfect ad that you should copy one for one, but it's a blueprint of how good ads look like, the structure, and what they follow. So with that said, let's play the video.
This product changed my skin in just 4 days, and you need to try it for yourself. At first, I was skeptical. I've spent so much money on serums, facials, tools, and none of it ever made a real difference. Until I found this. It's an LED therapy device that helps sculpt, lift, and bring circulation back into your skin, and you can feel it working from the very first use. I didn't realize how dull my skin was until I used this. Now it just feels alive again. It's like a $300 facial minus the $300. And the best part? You can use it from your couch, in your robe, while watching Netflix. So trust me, don't buy another serum until you try this. And there's a sale going on right now, so it's the perfect time to grab yours.
So as you can see, that's pretty much it. The ad looks clean, native, and actually built to catch attention and convert, which is exactly what we aimed for. And with that said, there you have it. You've just learned how to create ads that aren't just viral, but also genuinely persuasive and high converting. And the best part, anyone can do this, and as you can see, it's really not as complicated as it might seem at first. And now that we've made our ad, the next step is actually launching it into a real ad campaign. And luckily for you, I've already made a few videos that walk you through exactly how to do that, and they should pop up somewhere on the screen right now, so be sure to check them out. And with that said, if you found this video helpful, even just a bit, leaving a like and subscribing would really mean a lot, as I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, and your support really helps me keep creating more. And if you've got any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram and I'll try my best to help out. And with that said, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.